Now in day 17 with no end in sight. The House Speaker also making mention of the No Kings protests, which will take place over the weekend. We will have extensive coverage right here on Fox 5. Obviously, you would need to download the Fox local app. Well, in a stunning escalation of political violence, the U.S. State Department has revoked visas from 6 foreign nationals who posted celebratory or mocking remarks after the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Meanwhile, Vice President J.D. Vance has launched a sweeping campaign to retool the federal government to combat left-wing violence. The question is, who gets targeted next? Here to discuss that is Mr. William Barclay. He's an award-winning political theorist and policy expert, also recognized as Canada's foremost young conservative voices. He joins us right here on the Live Zone. Mr. Barclay, good to see you, sir. Happy Friday and welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right, let's jump right into this. Can you explain how the Kirk assassination is really being weaponized, if you will, to justify an unprecedented visa crackdown?
Yeah, so I don't think it's necessarily being weaponized. I think the crackdown is altogether justified. I think that what we've seen over the past decade in the United States of America is Antifa and other left-wing organizations have become so explicitly dangerous to anyone who even inadvertently espouses conservative ideology or never mind openly identifies as a populist. That, as I understand it, left-wing terrorist attacks have outpaced right-wing terrorist attacks in America for the first time in 30 years. I mean, Antifa was just recently designated as a terrorist organization by the Trump administration, and not without any reason. I mean, Trump himself was almost assassinated twice.
Very interesting, and to your point, we have seen that time and time again. We'll end with this, and that is, what does the crisis reveal about how fragile the civil liberties in the social media age happens to be?
Oh, well, I think that it's one of these things where personal equality is almost the most dangerous thing to predicate any rights upon, right? Because as soon as you can demonstrate that somebody or any person or people are not equal to you, you can separate them from their rights. And that's exactly what we've seen in the United States of America. What we've seen kind of post Hillary Clinton and post 2016 is the left has labored tirelessly in order to transform populism into a euphemism for neo-Nazis, fascists, racist tyrants, basically all species of bigot, in an attempt to not just delegitimize President Trump, but to discredit the American people's stunning rejection of the political status quo and Hillary Clinton herself in 2016. In contrast, what we've seen is left-wing political edifices and news media organizations that very much preside over American society. Well, they've hailed left-wing ideology as the driver of all socio-political progress since the Enlightenment, and very much associated left-wing ethos and ideology with the democratic ideal, as well as with a constant desire to protect and cultivate the fundamental human rights of all people. And so what we've seen very much is America's media and left-wing political edifices, well, they've engineered a political spectrum wherein any person or political actor becomes increasingly evil and antithetical to democracy as their political beliefs and personal ideology becomes progressively conservative or populist. And conversely, a person becomes increasingly good and virtuous in as much as their personal beliefs and political ideology become left-wing and liberal. And therefore, what we've seen throughout the modern era is politically motivated violence and terrorism have become a looming, macabre reality of daily life for every conservative in America. In truth, anyone who is an open conservative, never mind an unabashed populist, is currently under constant threat of violence and death in the USA due to the fact that American society has been relentlessly subsumed within a political ecosystem.
Mr. Barclay, we're going to have to, Mr. Barclay, we're going to have to leave it right there. I truly appreciate your time, so we're going to have to, at time's sake, we're going to have to leave it there. Yet again, we have been speaking with Mr. William Barclay. We truly appreciate your time right here on the